The 10,000-year peace ended with laughter. Not fear, not outrage. Laughter. Supreme Commander Zorak of the Kion Empire stared at the command display in disbelief as the audio replayed for the third time. The human was laughing. Lieutenant Vex, her violet skin darkening to a deep royal purple, a Kion sign of embarrassment, shifted uncomfortably beside him. "They are amused," she said quietly. Zorak's 4 eyes blinked in rapid succession, the involuntary response of extreme agitation among his species. His upper limbs tightened around the reinforced command chair until the alloy frame groaned under the pressure. "Replay it," he growled. The main screen activated, revealing the human representative. She was female, short auburn hair, calm posture, eyes the color of Earth's oceans. Admiral Tessa Monroe, Supreme Commander of Earth's Defense Forces. "Let me make sure I understand," she said, a faint smile tugging at her lips. "You, the Kian Empire, are declaring war on humanity because we refuse to grant you exclusive mining rights to an uninhabited rock at the edge of our solar system?" Zorak's secondary heart thudded violently. The audacity, the disrespect, the complete absence of terror. "We are the Kian Empire," Zorak had declared during the initial transmission. "We have conquered 12 galaxies. Our fleets eclipse suns. Our soldiers number in the trillions. The 1,000-year treaty signed by your ancestors has expired. Surrender now, or face extinction." And the human had laughed, not nervously, not defensively. She laughed like someone who already knew the outcome. "You do realize," Admiral Monroe continued in the recording, "that we've been observing you for the past 1,000 years, right? Monitoring your communications, studying your tactics, analyzing your technology." She leaned closer to the camera. "That treaty wasn't for our protection. It was for yours." The bridge fell silent. 50 of the Empire's highest-ranking officers stared at Zorak, waiting. "She's bluffing," whispered Science Officer Krell. Zorak turned slowly to the intelligence director. "Explain this reaction," he demanded. "Why aren't they afraid?" Director Lurar stepped forward, his exoskeleton clicking nervously. "Our data on humans is limited. The treaty prohibited direct observation. When we first encountered them, they were primitive. Chemical weapons, crude medicine, early spaceflight. And now?" Zorak pressed. Lurar hesitated. "We don't know." Zorak snorted. "No species advances that quickly." "With respect, Commander," Fleet Admiral Dex interjected, "perhaps we should deploy a scout." "Cowardice," Zorak snapped. "We do not scout. We conquer." He rose to his full 12-foot height. "Prepare the armada. We will remind humanity what it means to face the Kion Empire." As orders echoed across the bridge, Zorak glanced once more at the human's frozen image. She was still smiling. 3 weeks later, the Sol system. The journey to Earth took 3 standard weeks. 3 weeks of simulations, 3 weeks of reassurances, 3 weeks of Zorak trying and failing to forget the sound of human laughter. "Approaching Sol system," reported Navigator Zell. Zorak nodded. "Any signs of detection?" "None," said Communications Officer Trill. "No transmissions, no defensive formations." Overconfidence, Zorak thought. Always fatal. The Armada crossed into the system unchallenged. Neptune, Uranus, Saturn. Then, "Commander," Krell said sharply. "Anomalous readings from Saturn's rings." "They're moving," she whispered, "against orbital mechanics." The tactical display exploded with warnings. The rings weren't breaking apart. They were reorganizing. "They're not ice," Krell said, horrified. "They're ships. Billions of them." hidden in plain sight for centuries. An incoming transmission activated automatically. Admiral Monroe appeared again. "Welcome to Sol, Commander," she said cheerfully. "I see you brought everyone. How thoughtful." Zorak struggled to speak. "Where did these ships come from?" "Preparation," Monroe replied. "We built them. All 10 billion. That's impossible." "Oh," she smiled. "You still build ships by hand, don't you? We automated production about 800 years ago. These days, we produce a warship every 1.3 seconds." She tilted her head. "Do the math." Zorak ordered fire. The Kion Armada unleashed devastation and missed. The human ships moved like living things, twisting, accelerating beyond biological limits. "They're unmanned," Krell realized. "Correct," Monroe said. "Fully autonomous. They've been training against Kion tactics for 900 years. Not a single human vessel was hit." "Now," Monroe said softly, "our turn." 1,000 human ships broke formation. They didn't fire, they phased. They passed directly through Kion shields, through solid hulls, and 20 Kion warships disintegrated at the molecular level. Silence. "Phase shift technology," Monroe explained. "Hard to defend against something that ignores reality." Zorak's voice trembled. "What do you want?" Monroe's smile faded. "You will renew the treaty. 10,000 years. You will leave. And we will forget this ever happened. And if we refuse, then we finish the demonstration." Zorak ordered retreat. The Kion Empire had no word for surrender, only strategic repositioning. As the Armada withdrew, Monroe added one final thought. "Commander, you called yourselves the greatest empire in the galaxy." She paused. "By territory, maybe, but not by technology, not by understanding." "Why?" Zorak demanded. "How did you advance so fast?" Monroe's expression softened. "Short lives, endless curiosity, and the knowledge that extinction is always one mistake away." She smiled faintly. "Fear can paralyze, or it can motivate." The transmission ended. Zorak stared at the duplicate Saturn the humans had created in minutes. For the first time in his life, he understood what it meant to be primitive. Ending hook, perfect for retention. The High Council would demand answers. The Empire would have to change. Because humanity wasn't the galaxy's greatest threat. They were its warning.